You're watching UnrealEntGaming. This is Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. You want to see me turn Super Saiyan? Or should I take it to the next level? I'm also the narrator, too. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, make sure and smash subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
As the battle between Gogeta and Vegito now begins to intensify, with both fusions having to now step it up and using more of their full power to get the job done, as seen on the previous manga chapter video, we understood that both Vegito and Gogeta had to step up in using a higher form in order to gain the upper hand on the other. But now, with both fusions having to come to the realization that they simply can't get the job done without using their full power, the question is, how far are these fusions willing to go to get the job done, and which one of the two fusions by the very end is bound to outlast the other? As once more before we begin, if you are new to this channel and have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball and anime related, then be sure to smash that subscribe button on this channel and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload, along with giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys love Dragon Ball and anime, as well as checking out the official Dragon Ball fan mangas playlist located down in the description box below, to where on that playlist you guys will be able to find all the latest and best Dragon Ball fan mangas created by the community for the community. So be sure to head on down below, check out the official Dragon Ball fan mangas playlist for all the best and latest videos on Dragon Ball fan mangas. As we kick off the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Fusion What If Part 6 manga chapter special, with Gogeta having to intensely stare down Vegito, he only then went along to say to himself, "You are incredibly persistent, but now I see. There can only be one, and in order for there to be one, it's time to let the chains loose. Show me what you can do. I'll match you," because now we've come to the understanding that Gogeta and Vegito know that this isn't going to be easy. As much as one would like to believe that this fight is in the bag, it's really not. And once we end up seeing both Vegito and Gogeta transform, what they end up doing is transforming into Super Saiyan 2, as Vegito went along to tell Gogeta, "Do you think your Super Saiyan 2 form is stronger than mine? I must have hit you a little too hard in the head if you believe that," basically telling Gogeta, "Look, no matter how high you go, my form, or at least in this case Super Saiyan 2, is a lot stronger than yours." As Gogeta went along to respond, "It should be more than enough to finish you off, but if you think you can handle the pressure, then by all means come at me." And Vegito wastes little time in sticking his hand out directly in front of Gogeta, as he only then responded by telling him, "We'll see. I'll have you know that I owe you a favor for that last blast you fired at me earlier. The only difference is, this attack is a lot stronger. Think you can handle it? If you do, then you should have no problem putting this to rest." So now Gogeta, as Vegito begins to pour energy into this attack, he only then continues, "Let's see how tough you really are then." So now it's come down to a Super Saiyan 2 showcase, because before, it would only be implied that both base form Vegito and Gogeta, along with Super Saiyan, are basically the same, but here, it's implied differently, that one is definitely stronger than the other. And with Vegito firing this massive attack at Gogeta, he only then went along to tell him, "This one's for you, tough guy," but Gogeta quickly moves out of the way. With Vegito catching on to this, he only then continues, "I knew you'd run. You won't run from this one," as Vegito ends up chasing Gogeta. What I really appreciate here is that throughout this entire story, we've seen how both fusions were able to counter one another's attack, and with Vegito charging on in, he only then went along to tell Gogeta, "Let me show you why we aren't the same, Gogeta." As they end up clashing, Vegito then went along to say to himself, "Gogeta's a great defensive warrior. he's plotting. And with Gogeta having to do the same thing, he only then went along to say to himself, Vegito's energy is growing. He's a very dangerous opponent, without question. His hits are getting heavier and sharper, basically acknowledging the fact that both fighters have a very interesting and unique fighting style, in one having to be very defensive, while the other one seems to be a great offensive fighter. And as the two begin to go back and forth, Vegito then went along to tell Gogeta, what happened? I thought you were the stronger fusion, Gogeta. You seem a little unsure of yourself. I told you that my Super Saiyan 2 form is stronger than yours. As Gogeta went along to reply, don't get ahead of yourself, Potara Warrior. I'm far from done. And as the two continue to go back and forth in a really intense battle, Beerus then only goes on to comment, these fusion warriors are a lot more entertaining than Goku and Vegeta were. I don't care who wins, I just want to watch them beat each other to death until one loses, Whis. So in a nutshell, this was all because of Beerus. Beerus wanted to call forth for something different, and being the fact that Goku had suggested fusion, this is the outcome. Super Saiyan 2 Vegito throwing hands against Super Saiyan 2 Gogeta, and with Vegito having to be shown trying to kick Gogeta with Gogeta moving out of the way, Vegito only then went along to comment, being on guard won't win you the battle, you know. If you don't fight back, then you're screwed. And as of course he ends up trying to kick Gogeta again, Gogeta then went along to say to himself he's increasing his power with each strike. Now I see. This form won't last another 15 minutes if this continues. His form is strong, but if I don't take action soon, then this battle will be in his favor. I think I know what I have to do now. It's pointless to play this game of cat and mouse. He'll only continue to match me, so in order for me to finish this, then I'm going to have to show him the full extent of my power in order for this to be over. So Gogeta kind of acknowledges the fact that Vegito here seems to be increasing his power with each strike that he delivers, and Gogeta knows that in order for this fight to be in his favor, he's going to have to finish this as quickly as possible because Super Saiyan 2 is taking a lot out of his transformation, and if this fight ends up continuing, then it's ultimately going to favor Vegito. As Gogeta ends up blasting Vegito back, he only then went along to say to himself, I guess his form is slightly stronger than this. If this keeps going, then my fusion will be done first. I'm surprised he was able to endure the things I threw at him. I guess this leaves me with no other choice. He has my respect for keeping up. And with Vegito showing signs of being very persistent in this battle, Gogeta only then went along to continue, but now it's time to end this game for good. I guess I have to put it all into this. And as Vegito approaches Gogeta, he quickly notices that Gogeta is about to make a huge change, as Vegito went along to comment, could it be? Because he knows what's about to happen, as only then Gogeta finally reveals Super Saiyan Blue, and as Gogeta ends up transforming, he then went along to tell Vegito this is where it all comes to an end. There is no coming back after this. And as he then sticks his hand out, he only then continues, now, let's see you survive this one, Vegito. Because now, rather than transforming into Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God, what Gogeta ended up doing was skipping all of that and immediately went into full power by unleashing Super Saiyan Blue. As he only then sticks his hand out, he went along to then cry out, Big Bang Attack! So Gogeta ends up firing this massive Super Saiyan Blue Big Bang Attack directly at Vegito, with tremendous amounts of force behind it. With Vegito then having to catch on, he only then went along to comment, so, he's looking to end it then, huh? I was waiting for him to do this. My turn, as only then Vegito ends up using Super Saiyan Blue by also maxing out his power, as he only then continues, you think I don't know what this is? Think it's stronger than any of my attacks? No? Let me show you then and prove you wrong. As Vegito ends up countering Gogeta's Big Bang attack with a massive Kamehameha of his own, he only then proceeded to fire this massive Kamehameha in telling Gogeta, here goes! And with Vegito's Super Saiyan Blue Kamehameha proving to overpower Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta's Big Bang attack, with the Kamehameha heading right towards Gogeta, he only then went along to acknowledge this by commenting, very impressive, because Gogeta knows that it's very rare to find someone to match him in battle, but as Gogeta quickly charges on in, he then went along to tell Vegito, but just like your last attack, it's too slow. As he ends up coming right behind Vegito, he only then continues, I told you, there's no coming back from this one. As Vegito quickly tries to turn around, he only then comments, not again, because what follows is Gogeta ends up kicking Vegito so hard out into the distance, as he only then continues, as strong as you are, there's no way you can beat me now. And with the two going at it and creating massive explosions out into the distance, Beerus then went along to comment, "They'll destroy the entire universe at this rate if they aren't careful with what they do, Whis." But I love it because Beerus is enjoying this. Remember, this was all Beerus' idea from the get-go, and with a massive explosion seen out in the distance, Whis only then chimed in and commenting, "I think they are both well aware of that, my lord. In the event of something were to happen, I could turn back time and stop them from doing so." Now, Whis is further reassuring Beerus that if something were to happen to where the galaxy is destroyed, the universe is destroyed based on this one battle alone, then he could easily turn back time and prevent this from happening. As only then Beerus went along to continue, "I wasn't expecting for these Saiyans to have the power they have. They have most definitely come a very long way. It's hard to say which one of them is better. With all Goku and Vegeta have been through, I expect nothing less of their fusion. Their power is very dangerously close to mine. It would be hard to tell if I were to battle either one of them, but I like it. I wanted them to entertain me, and now it's got me thinking. As powerful as they are, maybe one day I will find out myself, or maybe even after this battle is over. This was a very good idea, I have to give Goku credit, but I'm still stronger than both of them. But let's see if that changes. I've waited many generations for a mortal to rival my power. If Ultra Instinct can't be done, then this will do just fine then. Although I want them to hurry up and end this, at the same time, I don't. Only because they are very into this battle, especially now that they both went Super Saiyan Blue. They can't fight forever, but if they could, then it would be never ending. As only then the manga chapter special then comes to a close. Now, this is it. This is the moment that everyone has been waiting for in the idea that both Gogeta and Vegito are now beginning to use the full extent of their powers, and it's a little disappointing not to see them go Super Saiyan 3 or even Super Saiyan God, if anything, especially Super Saiyan God, considering the fact that we don't really get to see Super Saiyan God fusions in action, especially in fan mangas, so it really would have been rewarding to see that actually come into its own. But we are going to have the next manga chapter translated on the channel in just about 2 to 3 days, so if you guys want to be up to date and in the loop whenever that video is posted, then I do encourage you guys to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the gearbox to never miss a single upload, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below, because we are going to have another massive like goal on this video. If we can smash out 5,000 likes on this video, then I will try to give you guys the video a tad bit sooner than 3 days after it's translated. So with that being said, let's come together and smash out that like goal down below. But also, between the two Super Saiyan Blues, do you guys believe that these fusions are hiding more power? And if they are, what do you think is beyond that? Are we going to see perhaps maybe Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken or Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, perhaps maybe Ultra Instinct Omen, or even for one of them to master Ultra Instinct? And if so, which form and power do you guys believe each fusion is going to have? And by the end of this being the fact that it was kind of hinted by Gogeta that Vegito's Super Saiyan 2 form was a bit stronger than his own, but as Super Saiyan Blues, do you guys believe that Gogeta completely obliterates, or does Vegito stand the chance in rivaling him in power? But more importantly, are you guys for Team Gogeta or Team Vegito? Comment Gogeta or Vegito down below. And also, by the end of all of this, what do you guys believe Beerus means by him wanting to find out on his own? Does this mean that Beerus is going to challenge the winner of this fight? And if he does, which fusion would you guys rather prefer in seeing between Beerus versus Gogeta or Beerus versus Vegito? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Again, thank you all so much for your time. If you guys have not checked out the previous manga videos, then be sure to go on ahead and check those out down below. Thank you all so much for your time. Tune back in for the next battle, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody. Peace. And a quick little reminder before you guys go, if you guys are unaware, I do have a second gaming channel located down in the description box below, so be sure to head on over to Unreal Royale and hit that subscribe button along with turning on all notifications, as to there, you guys will find all different kinds of gaming content that you will not get to find on UnrealEntGaming, titles and video games such as Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Gears of War, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Legends, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi Daiichi 3, Minecraft, Blair Witch, and many other retro games on that channel. So if you guys are into gaming, then make sure you guys subscribe over on Unreal Royale. I want to thank you all so much for your time, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up, on? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes. Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Frieza.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!
But once you get video, lots of likes, or Bill will turn you into chocolate! Vados, get over here! Tell these mortals that I'm the biggest UnrealEntGaming fan. This is my moment. I'm a part of his notification squad. Universe 7 can have all the fun. I just want the food.
And don't forget to leave a comment on this video. Show some love for the best community on YouTube.
Kakarot!